What's happening, people? It's the homie Smitster 400 coming at you straight off the Ave, and this is Smitster Reacts. One time salute to all the subscribers, wherever you at, all around the world, new and old. And if you made it to this video, go ahead, give us a like and subscribe, baby. Join the team. As usual, gotta salute Zenfi369, Mr. Dubbins, Sosa, Jazz, straight off the Ave fam. You know what it is. All right, so look, first and foremost, we're gonna get right into this. Rest in peace to the homie Malcolm Jamal Warner, legendary actor. You know what I'm saying? Theo Huxtable. Crazy, bro. We losing a lot of our legends right now, man, and it's just kind of crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Look, caught everybody off guard. Sad scenario. He drowned, allegedly. That's crazy, bro. So look, condolences to his family and all that ish like that. Had to get that out the way. Jumping into the next story off the rip. This caught me off guard also because it's like, what? The homie, what's his name? Cash Out, rapper Cash Out from ATL was popular back in the day and all that ish. He just got hit with he got hit with the violation of the Rico. You feel me? He was out here slanging the pooyah, you know what I'm saying? He was out here moving the 304s. You feel me? He was pimping ain't easy, bro. It's hard out here for a pimp. Look, check it out. The homie, he got hit with what? Damn, it's hella counts. It's a count 1 violation of Rico, 20 years to serve in confinement. It's a consecutive to count 10, which is count 10 is SA. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that for YouTube terms. SA, life in confinement. Count 12, aggravated sodomy, life in confinement to run concurrent with count 10. Count 22, trafficking a person for pleasuring servitude, 20 years to serve in confinement to run consecutive with count 1. Count 23, trafficking a person for pleasuring servitude, 20 years to serve in confinement to run. Look, y'all can read the list. It's crazy. He got hella back to back. Like, basically, he not finna get out. Let's see what the heck's going on with the audio, man. Let's, you know what I'm saying, tap in over here. Salute to say cheese. Let's go.
If you sat in this trial and you paid attention to this trial, before these dates, no woman could ever say, I done those things to them. Before these dates, you can go on my Instagram and see these women enjoying themselves, having their own things, living their own life. Before these dates, I can say you had these women that never had anything to say about me before this indictment, before the Rico. You had these women actually talking to me while I was incarcerated. I've been incarcerated for 4 years, and these women are interacting with me. These women who took the stand and supposedly scared of me or monsters or took these, or I'm a monster or took these proffers. This wasn't the case before they was indicted. So from my perspective, I feel like some people can get bullied into a situation that they really don't really want to do. And to tell you that if you sat in this trial and you paid it, I'm sitting here just holding my head high and just, feeling that one day the truth will come out. One day the truth will come out on my situation. One day the truth will come out on this rape allegation, that these things never happened. And when you see a person get up on that stand and put their hand on the Bible and swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Hey, yo, Pete the security guard, bro. Look at this dude's face the whole time he's talking. He know this brother about to get some years
on that stand. You can't show a flaw. And that's a tough one. It's a tough one for me because I had flaws in my life. So you have to tell the complete truth on that stand. And I got up there and see people put their hand on that Bible and not tell the complete truth. And that's baffling.
My man's eyes.
But at the end of the day, I put my trust in the Most High. I put my trust in the universe to bring out the truth.
Man,
I'm saying bring out the truth of these people who made these allegations. to me, it's like you have no heart. You have no heart. And I know people want me to stay in line or walk a toe, but when you speaking something truthfully and you speaking from the heart and you know that this is not your character, something must be said. And I just wanted to address the court and give my perspective on the things that I felt during this trial and the judgment that I felt that the jurors gave us was not the correct judgment. And it will show. In here,
Man, look, that's super unfortunate because these charges is wild. They got count 26, pimping. That's wild, man. That's wild, bro. That's super unfortunate, bro. Super unfortunate. But unfortunately, if you finna be out here doing ish like that, I mean, you kind of gotta expect something at some point in time. You can't just be out here doing the most and not expect, because if you putting things into the universe, you gotta understand. If you rely on you know what I'm saying? I just put this on you. You should know that the ish that you did, bruh, that's only gonna bring you exactly what you got. The universe gonna give you that instant karma because I mean I understand you getting your paper and chicks might have been acting a certain way and like they was down with the ish, but at the end of the day it's like you're not gonna win when there's some ish with a female, and especially in this type of case you definitely not finna win. Like they finna hit you with the book. Diddy got off because he got good lawyers and they knew how to play the game, but he'd have been in jail for a hell of a long time. Like Cass is super surprised that he ain't locked up for way longer than you know what I'm saying. Like he beat the Rico. He did not beat the Cash Out did not beat the Rico. So I mean it is to be expected. It's a messed up situation, but it is to be expected. And speaking of Diddy, we got the homie Clayton Howard, bruh. He's saying that Cassie done gave him diseases and they had a baby that was aborted. You feel me? He's saying Cassie lied. Let's tap in, salute the art of dialogue. Let's see what's going on with the homie Clayton, bro. Because Clayton been on this channel for a bit. I've been trying not to really feed into too much, just pick and choose what I'm gonna feed into. But look, he say I'm suing Cassie, and we finna get into it. Let's go.
So how you feel about the verdict? Him beating the Rico and him being found guilty on prostitution?
I think that was 100% accurate. I think that jury did a great job. The way the prosecution presented their case, they presented the case as a house of lies built on pillars of truth, if that makes sense. The lies that were visible were the victims that they created, like Cassie and Jane. But the truth of the matter was they built Cassie's victimhood up. They built Jane's victimhood up on men like myself who had been victimized. Cassie wasn't sex trafficked. Cassie sex trafficked me to LA and Florida. But they're telling you that Diddy made her fly me to LA and Florida, but they're not letting me tell my side of the story, which is that I know Diddy didn't make her sex traffic me to Florida. This is something she wanted to do for beef. So basically what they allowed these women to do was I want to say withdraw.
This is an interesting take. Imagine if this man would have went on the stand, bro. Let's run that back just a little bit. This is an interesting take, bro, because they would have you believe that everything was Diddy. Diddy did it. You know what I'm saying? Diddy did it. He did it. But at the end of the day, this brother saying, look, Cassie wanted that yang too, and she was calling me up on her own behalf just to piss this man off. Crazy. Let's get into this.
For beef. So basically what they allowed these women to do was I want to say withdraw their consent and claim that it was forced and ignore the actual male prostitutes that this Rico case should have been based on. If you look at Rico prosecutions and sex trafficking prosecutions, it's always against black pimps in recent times anyway. And the way they catch black pimps is they'll catch a couple of his girls. They'll clean up the little dopehead white girls or black girls, whatever they are, clean them up, get them into programs, all of this, make them look respectable for a jury. Then they put them on the stand against this pimp. The girls talk about how they got paid for sex, how dude trafficked them across lines, how he beat them, and the pimp gets 100 years in jail.
Did we not just see that in the cash out case? For those of you that are catching this clipped, check out the whole stream. You know what I'm saying? But the cash out clip, he was pimping, right? The chicks to as far as what he was saying is they were down with it, this, that, and the third. But they got on the stand, and once they were indicted or whatever, and they said the opposite. Kind of interesting. He got a point. I feel like they probably should have brung in a couple of the male escorts to get a, especially that the dude that was in the hospital gown. I don't know his name, but it was a white dude. He had a bald head or whatever, husky dude. They should have brung him in. This dude, like, it could have been a whole different trial for real. I mean, it might have been worse for Cassie. I ain't gonna hold you now, not to act like she's not a victim, but at the same time, we can't dismiss her actively wanting to participate, or who was it? Daphne actively wanting to participate. We cannot dismiss that. They always want to paint the brother like this, that, and the third, and then they, coddle the female. I feel like, he definitely got a point.
Now look at Diddy's prosecution. Diddy's prosecution is the only Mann Act sex trafficking Rico case I've ever found where the prostitutes were not the foundation of the case. Instead, the government tried to use the co-conspirators and use the actual prostitutes to verify what the co-conspirators were saying. That's why they lost. They tried to dupe the American public by deceiving millions of people to legitimately think Cassie was a victim. And I think the jury saw that Jane and Cassie were complicit, but they also saw that Diddy did violate the Mann Act when he paid gentlemen like me to travel across state lines to sleep with these women. And I think that's why he got convicted, because there was no way around that. You could prove that Diddy paid male prostitutes to travel from one state to another. Mm-hmm. That has nothing to do with the women's complicity. It only takes him actually paying the male prostitute. So the jury did a good job. They convicted him.
The man got a point, man. Listen to him. He got a point.
Some of what the prosecution actually proved he did.
October 3rd, I gotta ask you, what's your prediction? You think he's gonna do time for prostitution, or he gonna be let free?
As a victim of this situation, I don't think any of this is fair. I think Diddy should have went to jail for the rest of his life. And I think the primary reason that didn't happen is because of the bias of the 6 white women prosecutors in the U.S. Attorney's Office. They did this. They screwed all of us that they had in this trial participating in this for 2 years, and then they literally told us to F off when it was over. The only 2 people they really care about is Cassie and Jane. Now, what I think Diddy should get with this sentence for the 2 charges, this trial showed me that Diddy is incredibly sexually depraved and has serious issues with domestic violence. As a man who advocates for this and someone who's been
sexually depraved, did y'all see the pictures? Did you see the pictures of all the dildos and the lotions and like just what the things he would do? Like, we can never look at Diddy the same, bro. You rubbed another man's jizz on your chest, bro. You did. You put that man's DNA all on your chest, and it ain't allegedly. Like, this was in court. We can't even say allegedly. We know that you put this man's DNA on your nipples, bro. On your nipples. That's weird. What is wrong with you, bro? We can never look at Diddy the same, bro. Like, he made great music, but I ain't gonna hold you. I can't look at Diddy no type of like, bro. No, the whole image and perception of you is crumbled. Like, if that's what they wanted to do, they succeeded, because even if he came back and tried to make it, nobody want to hear no music, nigga. Just go in the corner and just think about your actions. Like, he need to be like how they had the kids in the corner with the head in the corner. That's what he need to do right now, bro. He need to sit back and think about his actions. They're going to let him sit and think about his actions in that cell a little bit. He's not going to get as much time as people wanted him to get. But look, we can never look at Diddy the same, bro. Point blank, period. At all. The man's nasty. He's fucking nasty.
And through this, I think Diddy needs counseling in a good damn program. I don't think he needs.
I think he does too. counseling in a look. Drop the bomb on that. The man need counseling. He needs some type of, you know what I'm saying? Because bro, you're sick, bro. You sitting there masked up. You find what I'm saying? Hannibal Lecter mask, like just cats don't even know it's you in the room. You just in there on some bullshit watching somebody pipe your chick out. You weird, bro. You need therapy
to go to jail. This guy has a serious sex addiction. That's one. He definitely has issues with sexual depravity. So he needs a counselor. To put him in prison is not going to fix that. You know what I'm saying? To put him in prison, you're just going to let him sit there and not address his issues. So if I actually intend to write a letter to the court too for his sentencing, I'm going to recommend he get counseling. He needs counseling. He needs a drug program. If y'all want to put him in jail with counseling and a drug program, cool. But that man needs therapy and counseling. He don't need to be in the jail for the rest of his life because he's sexually depraved and he has anger issues with women. He hasn't killed any women. He hasn't maimed any women. And even the abuse that he did impose, unfortunately, on these women, they did heal from it. They might not have healed internally, but he didn't murder any of them. So I don't think he should go to jail for 15, 10 years for a conspiracy that the government failed to properly establish. No. Since they did it this way, the man should get 24 months, some drug programs, some domestic violence counseling, some anger management, and they should let him fix his life. What I am going to say as a last note is I think that if Diddy got out, Diddy would never make this damn mistake again. I think this guy learned his lesson.
Yeah, he definitely not going to make this mistake again. But the lawsuit you got against Cassie, break that down for the people.
Okay, let's see. The lawsuit itself, I have no intention on litigating this lawsuit against Douglas Wigmore. He is an experienced personal injury attorney. I filed the lawsuit myself because I do know how to file a complaint as someone who's trying to become a lawyer now. Tyrone Blackburn, again, he held back my valid allegations for over a year to protect Cassie's credibility. So I realized that there was a statute of limitation expiration issue coming up. This is why I actually drafted my own complaint to protect my allegations and to protect my right to sue Diddy and Cassie when an actual attorney stepped up, which I'm dealing with now. The lawsuit is not a direct attack on Cassie. It's not trying to diminish her victimhood. Bro, I'm not doing any of that. I'm telling the damn truth. The same truth I told to the U.S. Attorney's Office that they knew. The same thing that Cassie's lawyer has been approached with for over a year with demand letters from not only myself, but Tyrone Blackburn. The general public thinks that my lawsuit and these allegations are new. Cassie's lawyer knows they're not new. Cassie knows they're not new. Maureen Comey of the U.S. Attorney's Office knows it's not new. And the attorneys of Sean Combs all know the allegations of Clayton Howard are true and have been mentioned for the last year and a half. The only major difference is now that the government cannot stop me from speaking out publicly like they were doing before the trial. This is why people see me now, because the truth is people need to know that Cassie lied. It's not about freeing Diddy. It's about proving that they were both involved in this. They were both guilty. And Cassie should not walk because she lied to federal prosecutors and was able to manipulate the public to take down somebody that they hated just because they hate him because he's done a lot of stuff. That's wrong.
So what are you looking to get out this lawsuit?
The truth, justice, bro. I don't think Cassie should have been able to lie her way out of this situation. I don't really care what anybody thinks, the Me Too supporters, the women who don't want to accept the fact that Cassie could have been involved. Cassie has victims. Just because Cassie claims that she was in a situation where she was forced and Diddy was making her do things, it didn't excuse her from victimizing other people like me. Nobody told her to force herself on me on her period. No one told her to drug me with an ecstasy dosage 3 times what she told me. These are things that she did because she wanted to keep a situation convenient for her. I think Cassie needs to be held accountable. That's my mission, bro. It's justice. I've been denied justice too long. The prosecutors, Tyrone Blackburn, they all work to suppress things against Cassie and deny me my valid justice. If Cassie could get justice and lie through her teeth on Diddy, Clayton Howard should get justice if he worked for 2 years, told the U.S. Attorney's Office the truth, and they were able to indict this man off of what I told them. I'm entitled to justice, and that's what I want. Here's the truth. Cassie mentioned me. Cassie brought me in this situation. Now, this is not a salacious lawsuit. I didn't just look for Cassie and make a bunch of false allegations. No, people. Cassie gave the U.S. Attorney's Office my number. Cassie told them stories that wasn't true, people. Cassie put me in position where I would have to either tell the truth or lie on Sean Combs. And I think she relied on the fact that Diddy has so much money. She figured that I would lie for the money instead of have enough integrity to tell the truth. And that's where she messed up, bro, because I ain't with it. I'm not lying on nobody sending them to prison for something they didn't do.
Well said. Clayton Howard, man. Great interview, very entertaining. Can't wait for the people to see it, man. But before we end this interview, did we touch on everything or no?
We touched on everything. Yeah, I think so. Thank you for having me, brother. Love the platform. Continue the good work.
Tap in. Make sure y'all go check out the homies interview over there at the Art of Dialogue. Salute the art for always keeping the trail and dropping dope interviews. Very informative interviews. You know what I'm saying? Look, I feel the brother, bro, because it's like too many times we get thrown under the bus. You know what I'm saying? We get thrown under the bus. Our opinions don't matter. Our feelings don't matter. You feel me? Even as men, bro. Like if a man was raped, bro, or assaulted or whatever, cats won't take that seriously. If you had a son and his teacher was messing with him, they'll be like, oh yeah, little nigga, woo, 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 wah, 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 woo, woo, woo. But if it was a chick that was getting assaulted by her teacher, it'll be, oh, that nigga, woo, woo, woo. When he go to the jail, don't drop the soap type shit. Keep the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Because me personally, somebody touched my son, bitch, you sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck wrong with you? All this grown ass meat out here, you chasing little niggas, what's wrong with you? You weird. Same with the dudes. All these grown women out here, these voluptuous, mature, juicy ass women out here, and you chasing these little thought box ass. Pause. I don't want to call the young bitches. I don't want to call it young stop. Look, but nah, you get the point. Like, come on, you level up, G. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you like to manipulate and control younger people, which is definitely a Diddy move, because you see he was running around with Young Miami, and he's sitting in the court looking older than goddamn Father Time. You feel me? So yeah, but salute to Clayton. I hope you are successful and we get another round of this. Justice must be served. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, can't stop, won't stop. But look, man, if you made it to this point in the video, go ahead, give us a like, subscribe. Salute to all the subscribers. This has been Smitster Reacts. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Expect more. We in here, what? Happy Monday to everybody out there. You feel me? We back tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. We look back to concurrent reactions. Yeah. The homie Smitster 400. Stay tuned for the streams. Announcements coming soon. I'm out. Peace and love wherever you at all around the world. Owie.